Start the car now, and it starts every time. I've never had a problem with it starting. It's got AC, which works. It's got a aftermarket deck installed, and right now I've got one of those tape things to an aux. It's got the original cigarette lighter if you smoke, and an ashtray. Alright, all the windows work, everything works, like I said. And so like I said in the ad, I really drive this car like a grandma. I rarely take it past 3. Yeah, it's been babied the entire time I've owned it. Previous owners drove it a little harder than I did, but they took good care of the car, got it serviced. I don't have records for their service, but I have all the records for the time that I've owned the car. So that's just oil changes, and when I got the car I did the timing belt and the water pump and also the steering pump. Tires are pretty new right now, so you'll be good on tires. What else? Let's see. It might need some brakes in maybe 10,000 miles. I went to a mechanic and he did say something about the brakes. That's not my usual mechanic though, and I think he was just trying to get me to you know, get some more work done at his shop, because when I brake I feel fine. I don't hear any squeaking or anything, so that's why I say maybe another 10,000 miles brakes. The suspension on this car, this is the limited Maxima, and these normally come with a electronically adjustable suspension, but those things were known to go out pretty early in this model, so that's what happened with this car. And the previous owner before me, he got them switched out with some, I don't know what, but some normal suspension. So actually you can see right here, this is where the suspension would have been, and it's got a sport and a luxury, and you know, it's just normal street. You have 3 different modes basically, but that's taken out. That's been taken out, and the struts have been changed, I'm assuming. I don't have paperwork for that. The previous owner was going to give me all that, but he never did. The suspension, it's not bad. It's not great. It's really soft. It doesn't do too well in turns, so I mean, it's not a race car, but it rides well. If you did have the money to put in a new suspension, I think this car would handle really well. AC works. I'm going to turn it on. I know there's a video, you can't feel it, but the AC works. Works really well actually. One quirk about the car, the speedometer is off by 5 miles. So right now it says I'm going 70, but actually I'm going 65. And the car right now has 134,000 miles. Alright, so right now you can see the temperature is about halfway. That's not how it normally runs. When it gets fully warmed up, it'll be about 3/4 of the way up. And I know most modern cars nowadays, they will run with the temp at the middle, but this car runs with normally at about 3/4 of the gauge, with the temperature gauge. Yeah. Oil's been changed every 3,000 miles, and then recently every 5,000. And that's about it. I average about 28 miles per gallon, sometimes 25, and sometimes the previous owner told me 22. Again, that's because he drove it harder than I did. But the mileage is decent, especially for a V6 and an old one. I fill up regular. Now I've started to fill up the middle one, 89 octane, just because I think the car runs a little better, obviously. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for looking at my car.